Okay, so first trade of the week from Monday the 27th of January. Now, it's going to be a relatively short video, this one, and it's a little bit of a different trade. So this one was a break even, which I don't really usually post just because if I post lots of break evens, it's going to be very, very boring. But this one for me was quite an important trade, especially to do with kind of mindset as a trader. So coming into the start of this day, I was watching the zone that we're testing at. I've actually been watching it for kind of about a week or a couple of weeks. It's a very, very important level on DAX. And if we broke down below there, I knew that it was going to open up and potentially much stronger bearish. Now, coming into the start of the day, we had broken down below that zone, we'd pulled back, and we were testing into it, as well as, if you look to the left, there was fairly significant swing points. So it was basically lining up perfectly as what I would consider an A+++ trade. It's in a very key level. It's testing into intraday levels. It's also lining up with kind of the big picture analysis that I have of the market. These are the ones where I'll tend to let them run to much larger profit targets and the kind of the big account builders over the month. So got into this trade, took a lot of heat on it. The market was kept continually chopping up toward my stop over and over and over again. And then we got the breakdown. Now, when the breakdown came, it came in a very strong way. And you can see it testing into three fairly significant swings. So I'm going to have sped the video up anyway because it ended up lasting, like 20 minutes or something. So it started testing into those swings, and then I got my stop to break even and protect the trade. Now, the market had moved fairly significantly. So in my head, I'm looking at this trade, I'm thinking, okay, it's the perfect setup. It's just broken the way I was expecting it to break. It's given me a huge distance from my entry to get my trade protected. This is going to be one of the big winners of the month. But then the market holds, reverses, comes back up and knocks me out of the trade. Now it knocks me out of the trade by, I think it ended up being half a point. So it tested into my stop by half a point. Then the market broke down again. It came back up. It tested once more. And then the sell came in, the huge sell which I was looking for and which I had fully intended to ride the whole way down. Now, when that happens, well, first of all, if it starts happening frequently, that's when you tend to hear people saying things like, the broker is against me, the broker knows where my stop is, it's coming up and taking me out. But when that happens, it's very easy to kind of go into kind of the depths of despair and start allowing yourself to kind of fall apart. That is going to be something you face. Things like that, things just don't work out. Maybe sometimes you'll be in a trade and you'll get stopped out by half a point, and then the market will do what you want. And maybe that'll happen 2 times in a row, 3 times in a row. That's when a lot of people start to break down and start making mistakes. It's when the trading plan kind of goes out the window. Because they think, oh, this hasn't been working, I need to make money, I'm really annoyed, and they just start, hitting the keyboard, hitting the mouse, doing random things on the chart, and then it just starts to plummet. They start to have losses after losses after losses. Took me a long time to kind of not get used to it, because it still pisses me off, but it took me a long time to kind of get okay with the market doing things like that. Now, the market did then make the huge bearish movement, and I just had to kind of sit on my hands and watch it. And then in my head, I'm thinking, well, if I just had my stop a little bit higher, or if I just let it run a little bit longer, but that's not the trading plan. And what I'm not doing in that moment is thinking to myself, how many losses has this saved me doing this, trading in this way? And I know it's lots and lots and lots of losses. So missed one of the big trades for the month, very frustrating, but the kind of main takeaway is when things like that happen, you just have to take it on the chin. If you are really annoyed, just get away from the computer, take a break, don't trade for the rest of the day, whatever it takes. But the main thing is, you're dealing with probabilities. It's going to happen. Every frustrating outcome you can possibly imagine is going to happen to you, most likely several times in your trading career, most likely in your trading month or trading quarter. So very frustrating start to the week. Had to watch the market doing what I wanted it to do, what I expected it to do. After it knocked me out at break even by half a point. Also, I think it's quite important because when you watch things on YouTube over and over and over again, it's quite easy to get into this mindset that some people just have trading easy. and it's just win after win after win after win, then maybe a little setback, then just back to win, 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 win. It's just as frustrating for everybody who you watch trade. They go through all the hardships, they go through all the near misses, they sit at their computer and they want to, put their head in their hands and just shake their head and think, what the hell is going on here? Because it is a very difficult, very stressful industry, and sometimes things just don't work out the way you want them to work out. Okay, guys, so that's everything for this week. As always, I hope that was helpful. I hope you're all having, or you've had a good January and you're ready to move into February and James Orr, and thank you.